Hi YouTube, it's Tess. I'm here to show you our latest Amazon haul that we are shipping off. This is my weekly Amazon shipment. I actually already have all of my Amazon labels printed today. And as I'm going down here and putting the labels on, I thought I would go ahead and show you what we are actually sending off and give you an idea of what we're going to make on it. So let me pull up the screen here. Make sure that I can find what I'm looking for. All right, so here we go. This is what we have. The first few things that I'm showing you about, I'm actually really excited about. And the reason why is because I actually have decided to do a little bit of sourcing on eBay. And I really don't get out of the house very often. We have 5 people in the house that all have a driver's license, and we only have 3 cars. So it's another reason why it's so convenient for me to be able to work from home, because I don't necessarily have to have a car every day of the week. But it makes sourcing a little bit harder during the week. So what have started doing is anything that we've sold on our Amazon before that made us a substantial profit, meaning more than say $10 in profit, I have started looking for and doing saved searches on eBay and actually searching for that item and seeing if I can purchase it off of eBay and have it shipped to me and still make a decent profit off of it. So I came across this game lot on eBay that had 3 games in it. And one particular game I had actually, that was my search that I was looking for. And so it had these 3 items in it. And so this is the first one. This is the Words with Friend, and it's sealed, brand new, perfect condition. Box is not even like dented in any way. Great. It actually came to me with an Amazon sticker on it, which is actually a little humorous, but I think probably the person that was selling them, they either had gotten it as a gift because it actually had some Christmas paper still on it. And so they probably had purchased it from Amazon and it came from an Amazon FBA seller. So that's probably why. I actually got 3 games in this lot for $17. So you can figure it was just under $6 a piece for each game, is the way that I'm looking at it. And this particular game, I'm not going to make a whole lot on, but it was just kind of the extra game in the lot that I wasn't as worried about. So if I end up making $1 or 2 on it over and above the cost, the $6 cost, then I'm not really all that concerned. And so I'm actually very happy with that. The going price on Amazon is $14.99, and the fees were $6.43 on this. So that's approximately, I want to say $8 in profit. So I'll make a couple dollars off of this one. So this is the Words with Friends. We have to find our label because I printed everything off all at one time and then I just have to find it. And so let's see here. And of course it would be the very first label on my thing here. And so these little labels have a barcode and they have a title on them. And that barcode leads back to us. So that makes sure that we get paid for that item when it sells and so that they can keep track of it on the shelf when we send it in. So, and you cover the label that's already on that item. So that's what we're doing. I also pack my boxes so that Amazon can scan very quickly. So I always try to keep, if I can, if at all possible, I try to keep all barcode labels facing up so that when they open the box, they can get to the labels, they can scan them very quickly and pull them out. I think it just helps them be more efficient. So, I mean, I don't guess you have to because you can just throw it in a box if you want, but I just feel like that helps them. They're going to get my stuff scanned in a little bit faster. So this is the next item, and this is the one that I was probably the most excited about, and it's a brand new Spontaneous. Again, it came in the eBay lot, so I paid just under $16 for it, or excuse me, just under $6 for it, and that includes the shipping on this particular lot of games. So it was a very good deal. This particular item actually sells for $29.99 on Amazon with $8.68 in fees. So we can figure that we're going to lose just under $15 in fees and cost, but that means I'm still making about $14 profit on this item, even after buying it on eBay. So again, that's a really good profit. And this particular item has a really good rank as well. And I can't see the rank on this screen, but it has an awesome rank and will probably sell really, really fast. So that's a great item. All right. The third game that was in that particular set was the Wits and Wagers game. And make sure you can actually see that. And Wits and Wagers actually sells for $28.06. It's about the same amount of fees as the spontaneous. So it's $8.78 in fees. So again, you can figure less than $15 in fees and cost. We're going to make about $13 on this game. So again, so from that, I'm trying to find a barcode. Oh, there it is. I'm just not seeing it. So from this particular lot of games, I paid out just under $17, or just over 16, $17 and some change, I think is actually what it was. And by the time it's all said and done, I'm probably going to make about $30. And we're talking $30 in profit. So I'm going to get back my $17 and make another $30 in profit. So between the three games. So again, I'm very, very happy with my profit from that online sourcing. So the next item that I'm going to show you, we actually had a lot of things last year that we had tried to send into Amazon, probably back in like August, September, somewhere around early fall, I guess, right before the start of the fourth quarter, maybe the end of the third. And they just had a surplus of these items. And so we couldn't send them in. Either the price had just kind of tanked, and so there wasn't enough of a profit for us to send it in, or it may have been stuff that had just had too many items. And of course, they've been cleaning out and they've been making people take their excess inventory and take it back. So, or they've been destroying it. So now some things that originally were marked as excess inventory have now they will allow you to send, or at least allow some sellers to send them in. Now, if we had gotten the item back as excess inventory, we would not be able to send it back in because they pretty much block you from ever sending that item in again. But we didn't send these in. We had them listed as merchant fulfilled. And some of them, and these I actually ended up listing on my eBay, and I did sell a couple of them. I actually bought these at a closeout store similar to Big Lots. It's not actually Big Lots, it's called Ollie's. But we had gotten them there. I think we paid like $1.99 a piece for them. And we've just kind of been sitting on them. And like I said, I sold a couple of them last year, but they're not real fast sellers. And in working on some things in the past couple weeks, I happened to come across these and was like, you know what, we should rescan these items for Amazon and just take a look and see what they're at. Well, currently this item is selling for $16.99 on Amazon. And the fees are $8.53. It is a little bit of a heavier item because it does have some small Play-Doh jars in here. So it's a little bit heavier. So that means that my profit's only probably going to be about $7. But like I said, I have multiples of these and I've already sold a couple and I only paid, I think, $1.99 for these. So I'm fine with selling 2 of these and getting $7 profit. That's up, $14 profit. That's pretty good. So you can see on the back that they have a nice big barcode. We're going to find the sticker. Take shape. That is it. And you also see this item, it actually doesn't have any type of plastic wrap or anything on the actual item. I bagged it in one of our poly bags, but it has these little sticker seals on the inside, so you can tell that it was never actually opened, but the customer in the bookstore could actually open the book. So you could tell that the Play-Doh hadn't been opened, but I wanted to make sure that it stayed in good shape for the customer in the Amazon warehouse. So a lot of our books, we just go ahead and bag in these clear type poly bags with the suffocation warning on it again, because that is required. So that's why that's bagged up that way. And I do have one more of those. This is a little tricky trying to do this and make sure that you guys can still see everything. But here we go. There's number 2 with the barcode. And then we also had this one. We bought at the same time. And of course, it's a seasonal item. And again, we've already sold a couple of these, so I'm fine with any profit that we do get from it. This particular one is not selling for as much. It's actually selling for $8.99, which is very low, but the fees on it are only $4 and something. It's a little bit lighter. So I'll probably end up making $1 or so off of this one by the time it's said and done. The price may drop on me a little bit too, and that's always possible. Also, because it's a seasonal item, I may actually leave the price a little higher for right now and just let it sit there until Halloween, because that is a Halloween item. So we're not going to worry so much about that one necessarily not selling for right now. So we also have, and this is an item that again was one of our merchant fulfilled items that we had in a box. My husband several weeks ago had just glanced through the box and saw some things that he thought he might sell on his eBay. So he had pulled this out and listed it on his, but it didn't do anything there. And so then when I was going through stuff, he said, hey, check this item and see if it'll sell on Amazon now. And sure enough, the item is selling for $19.99 on Amazon. I think it probably does have a little bit of a larger rank on it just because this is an older item and it's kind of a specialty. The 20Q is one of those things that actually sells really, really well. And I actually have another one in here as well that we're going to box up. But this one's a little bit more of a specialty because it's a music 20Q. So this one may not sell quite as fast. But it's $19.99. Our fees are $5.99. I'm sure my husband didn't pay more than $1 or $2 for it, so it should be a nice profit. It looks like about a $15 profit, so we can figure probably about $13 or so after the cost of our item. So again, a great, great profit on this item. That one's people. Here we go. 20 questions. That one's people. Yep. Make sure I have the right label. That's one thing about Amazon and shipping your stuff off. You got to make sure you put the label on this. And I do have another 20Q. And so the labels sometimes are a little tricky because you're trying to figure out whether or not you have the right item. And I am just going to double check this real quick because, yeah, that does say people. I'm going to double check the UPC and make sure the music is... That should be the last item on my list of... No, that should be the first item on my list. Oh, the last item. Yep. Yep. I was right. Okay. So that was correct. I just want to make sure I had that right. Don't want to label it wrong because then the customer will get the wrong item and we are the ones that will be in trouble for that one. So we want to make sure that we do that correctly. So again, this is one of the items we had in our merchant fulfilled. It's a VHS to DVD program that helps you convert your VHS over to DVD, and it's 2.0 obviously by Honest Tech. And let's see. This particular item is definitely going to be a slower moving item, but it's selling for $44.99 with a $12 fee to Amazon. Now, this one, I'm sure, again, my husband, I'm sure he didn't pay more than probably $5 for it. I think at the stores that we go to, a lot of times, this type of software you might get for like $4.99 when it's still in a box. So I guarantee you he didn't pay more than that because he typically... I know what he spends on things. So without actually knowing what he spent on it, I'm kind of guessing, but I know he didn't spend more than $5 on this one. So figure $12 in fees, a $5 cost, you're talking $17. So, and this item is selling for $44.99. So we're going to make a very nice profit on this item. Barcode is on the bottom. And mistake, here we go. Again, we're covering the barcode, and then I'm putting it in my box so the barcode is up. That makes it easier for Amazon. All right, so this item, okay. This particular item is something that we found at Walmart last year on clearance, and he picked them up at the time because he couldn't get a good signal in Walmart, and so when he bought them, he really thought that we were going to make a really nice profit on them. And then when we got home, he realized that he didn't have a great signal in Walmart, and so he wasn't really seeing what the comps were. He was going more by the value of these, and I think the value at the time was probably around $20, $25 or so. And he picked these up for 99 cents, and he really thought we were going to make some profit. Well, what ended up happening was Amazon got flooded. I think Walmart had a ton of them on clearance and probably across the country. And so there was just way too many of them. And so we couldn't make any profit on it at all at that point. The price has rebounded just a little bit on these now, and the price is currently at $6.99. And it does fluctuate from here, here and there with Amazon. And that's one of the things about the prices. You kind of have to look at them and gauge. And then sometimes you might need to wait it out. You might have to put your price in there a little bit higher and just wait it out. Wait on the other sellers to sell out. And then eventually your item is going to be the price that you have set. So currently it's at $6.99. We may even wait it out a little bit, but I have 4 of these. The fees are $4. So you figure that's $3 profit we spent, or $3 we'll get back. They cost us 99 cents a piece. So $2 profit a piece. We actually have 4 of them. So we're going to end up making about $8 if they ship at the current price. So I'm fine with that. It's not as big of a profit margin as I would really have liked, but like we said, I mean, sometimes you just kind of have to go with a lower profit and send something in. It's also nice to have your Amazon, just have it keep moving. I think keep getting feedback, because we don't really get a lot of feedback on Amazon anyways. So any item that we can keep selling, keep us relevant, keep us coming up in the searches is always a good thing. So we're not going to complain about spending $4 and then making about $8 profit. So, all right. So all 4 of those now have stickers. And now they are packed in the box with the barcode up so that we can find them. So the next item, and my husband likes to pick up these VHS sets. And even though most people do not have any VHS anymore, there are collectors out there that are looking for these items new and wrapped. And so this item is brand new and sealed. And actually, this is another reason why I like to do these videos and show you guys. There is still a little oil marker or chalk marker type mark on these showing the price that we paid. He actually paid 80 cents for this at a thrift store, brand new and sealed. And again, we had in our merchant fulfilled because either it was overstocked or the price had tanked pretty good. Currently, the price on brand new and sealed is $14.99 with $8 in fees. We paid 80 cents on it, so we're talking $9 is what we're going to lose. You're going to make about a $5 profit on this item. So that's pretty good on our return. I am definitely not complaining about that. And, another thing with Amazon that sometimes we kind of have to take into consideration is, yes, we're spending time on this item, and is it really worth it to send in an item for $1 or $2? But once I stick this label on it and I stick it in this box, I'm not even going to touch it again. So I'm going to send it off to Amazon, and they're going to sell it. They're going to pack it. It's just so easy, and it's so much easier even than eBay is. So I'm more than willing to have those a little bit smaller profit margins on these type of things. You just have to be very careful of what your Amazon proceeds are and know what fees they're going to charge you. Because like I showed you with a couple of the games, the heavier the game or with the Play-Doh book that has the Play-Doh jars in it, they can charge you a little bit more. Hi, Lucy. Lucy's just coming over here, wants to be right in the middle of it. You can see her tail right there wagging like crazy. So this is another one of our merchant fulfilled items that had been sitting here and hadn't sold. Make sure you can actually see that. And let's see if I can find it. There we go. Okay. I'm sure my husband probably only paid $1 or $2 for this particular item. And again, we had hung on to it either because the price was too low or because it was overstocked. It's currently going for $14.41 and $7 is our fee. So if we figure we paid $2 for it, that's $9 we'll lose. Again, we're making about $5 profit on this item. Now, we are trying to move towards more items that we're going to make at least a $10 profit when it comes to Amazon. But currently, my goal is to really make sure that, okay, I'm going to have to put another label on this, I think. Make sure that we are moving the inventory that we already had. We need to try and recoup some of the money that we've already spent on these items. So again, I'm okay with smaller profit margins strictly because I'm trying to move inventory right now. And we are going to start trying to only bring in, items into our home that we're actually going to be able to sell for that $10 profit. So, and honestly, like most of this particular order, that's exactly what this stuff is. Like we really have not done a ton of sourcing in the past week. So we have a few things because like I said, I did have a couple Amazon or eBay sourcing things that I picked up, but most of this stuff are things that we had in a box. I actually had them in one of our bankers boxes that we had merchant fulfilled. We actually had turned them off, I think, when we went on vacation last year and just never turned them back on. So they weren't going to sell anyways. They were sitting in a box. So we're just going to go ahead and send this stuff off now, see if we can move some of this inventory. So let me go back up on this list. Somehow I got moved way down on my list and I definitely don't need to be all the way down there. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Here's one of these little tricky items. We picked these up actually I think we picked these up at a Best Buy, but if not Best Buy, it might have been like Office Max. And they were on clearance for 25 cents a piece. It's little ink rollers for like a label machine. And so it's probably one that's out of stock, something that they're not going to keep anymore. And that's one of those things that tends to kind of do pretty well sometimes on Amazon because people still are looking for these. And like I said, we paid 25 cents. Originally, when we had looked at sending this in, we were only going to make like a 50-cent profit on them. And so we just decided not to send them in. We thought it would be cheaper for us to go ahead and ship them ourselves and ship them because Amazon is charging $4 for fees. We could ship them first class and do it on eBay, and it probably wouldn't have cost us quite so much in fees. And like I said, the price had kind of tanked. Probably was an item that had been on clearance and a bunch of people had picked them up. So we currently are going to send them in. They're currently selling for $7.50 with $4 in fees. That's a $3 profit, $3.50 actually. And we have 3 packs of them. And again, we only paid 25 cents. So $3.50 profit on these items is pretty nice. They have a decent rank, so they're not terrible. Now, this item, because of the type of item it is and this little bitty kind of blister pack, I did wrap these in our little cellophane bags, our little poly bags with the suffocation warning in it. But that does make it a little trickier to try and cover the barcode, but that's fine. They can't see the bigger barcode in there, and then Amazon can still scan this big. I don't ever put our barcodes on the inside of these bags because I think it's just going to make it harder for Amazon to scan them. I have seen some sellers that have done that, and I know some sellers even worry about whether Amazon is going to damage these, but the thing about Amazon too is that if they were, say they dropped this and it got ran over by one of their forklifts in their warehouse, they're going to replace the value of the current selling price of that item. So actually, I think they may even replace what you have it listed as, to be honest. But regardless, if they damage it in the warehouse, then they give you the money. So it's actually kind of a nice thing, because then you don't have to even wait on the item to sell. You immediately get reimbursed for the item. All right. Old PC games is one of the things that we have a tendency to look for, and we have a couple different places in town that we go for these. But it's really funny because you can find these and probably only make about $1.50 profit on them, but they sell really, really well on Amazon. It's the funniest thing. And especially these little jumpstart type things. This is actually a brand new PC game. It still has the original plastic wrap. I did wrap it in our poly bags with our suffocation warning, just because I want it to get to the customer looking new. I don't want it to come to them looking dingy and dirty and, from the warehouse. And now I know people that even are worried about the warehouse, and they'll package these in like hard cardboard type mailers so that you can't even see the cover. We haven't had a problem. I think we've had maybe 2 that have got damaged in warehouse, and Amazon reimbursed us. So no big deal. I actually have 2 of these Jumpstart math helpers, and we didn't send them in last year because of the price, and there was not really much of a profit involved in it. But this year I am sending them in, and here you go. This item is selling for $10.25 with $5.75 as fees. We paid $1 for them, 99 cents a piece. So we're looking at about $7 in cost. That means we're going to make $3 in profit a piece for these. And again, like I said, when we looked at them last year, the profit was going to be like 50 cents. It was too close to really send it in because there's just too much of a chance the price would end up dropping, and then we'd end up losing money. And so we didn't really send it in. The other thing is, we had seen a video online. I think it was actually Cody Hawk. And one of the things that he had said, that he had given as a guideline for things he was sending into Amazon, was he looked for something that he could purchase for about 1/3 of the cost, because you figured 1/3 was the cost, 1/3 was your fees. You made about 1/3 of it in profit. And so we had looked at a lot of these things in that way. And so it's possible that maybe the profit was even about the same then, but we weren't really looking at it the same way. And we were just learning how to read the Amazon app. So, and this is another reason why you really have to just kind of jump in there and do it. You just have to do it. You're not going to learn unless you actually get in there and do it. You can watch these videos and see things that I'm sending in, but you're going to learn so much more and so much faster if you just get in there and start doing it. All right, sorry about that. I had a solicitor at my door. Unfortunately, that's the thing about doing YouTube videos, is that it is life. So sometimes we get interrupted. But the next thing that we were going to talk about was this item. It's another one of these PC type games. Yeah, this one is definitely another game. Sometimes we actually do some music items too. So we do get some CDs that are actually, music. But this is another one of these PC games. Again, we paid 99 cents for them at the same place. This particular one is selling for $9.99 with $6 in fees. So $7 in cost. That means we're going to make about $2.99 in profit off of this item if it sells at the current price. So again, we're going to put our sticker on, and we're just covering the sticker through the cellophane, through the plastic wrap. That way Amazon doesn't accidentally scan the wrong label. All right. Here is another one of these 20Q. And this is one that I actually sourced off of eBay. Actually paid $7 for this item, and I was willing to pay the $7 for this item because these actually sell for about $29 to $32 depending on the price on that particular day. So I currently have our price on this one at $32. The fees are $8 and I paid $7. So $15 we're going to lose. That's about $17 in profit off of this item. And like I said, that's over and above my $7 that I will get back. So I did pay $7 including shipping for this item to be sent to me. All right. We're almost done. I had 27 items total this time. And of course, some of those were multiples. So we're doing pretty good. So here we go. This is a Click Start. This is an old handheld type game for kids. It's actually a leapfrog item, as you can see. There it is. Click Start Disney Princess. This one actually had a 99-cent sticker on it when I pulled it off the other day. It was in our merchant fulfilled box. It is currently selling for about $13. And the fees on this item are $4.31. So about $5.30 with fees. So we're going to make about $9 profit on this item. And you can actually see this actually has a Kohl's sticker on it for $12.99 across the back. So obviously that one came from Kohl's, but we bought it at a thrift store. Click Start. There we go. I'm just going to cover up those stickers. And there's that all. All right. All right. This is another of our items that was in our merchant fulfilled. I'm pretty sure this is one that was actually overstocked, and we may even have been blocked in this one originally as a gated item, but we have gotten ungated in a couple of different categories, and I believe this one is in toys. So I don't think it's actually in the video game category because I don't think we can list in video games. Let's see. Here we go. And I'm sure my husband didn't pay more than a couple dollars for it. This item is currently selling for $19 with $7 in fees. So if we say we paid $2 for it, that's $9. We're going to make about $10 profit on this item. So there's my Amazon sticker. All right. This is an item that was a merchant fulfilled that my husband actually had listed on his eBay. He actually sold a couple of these, and this one has been sitting in his store for a little bit. Again, I'm pretty sure he paid, I think he might have paid like $3.99 for these in either Walmart or Target on clearance. So I'm going to say $3.99. I think that's about what he told me the other day he paid. The item is currently selling for $17. There's $7 in fees, or just under $7 in fees. So we can figure about $9.50 in cost. So we're going to make about $7 profit. And it's selling for a whole lot less than that on eBay. So I don't think his profit was that high on eBay. That's the reason why he's willing to send this one into Amazon now. Trying to make sure my Amazon box is tightly packed in there because I don't want anything getting broke. This is one of these items that, again, was in our merchant fulfilled box, but it was a brand new CD. I'm pretty sure that we paid probably 99 cents for it. It's probably something we bought at like Salvation Army or something, and they typically on their CDs are like 99 cents. So let's see. Let me find this one. This one is currently selling for $7.99 with $5.40 profit. So this one's not going to be a very high profit, but again, we're moving inventory and trying to get some of the stuff out of here. So $5.41 in fees, we'll figure $6.41 total cost. $6.41, we are making $8, so it's $7.99. So we're going to make about $1.50 on it. Not a great profit, but it will move really fast on Amazon. So we'll let that one go just to get our money back. Sudoku game. My husband just recently purchased this one. I'm pretty sure he paid 80 cents for it because I had to sit and get the little oil pin price off of it the other day. And here we go. This item is currently selling for $19.29. The fees are $5.88. So we're going to round up to $6, say $7 with our cost. So we're going to make about $12 profit on this item. And one thing about some of these games, I don't think I can turn this one on. Yeah, you can't. But sometimes these games, when they have the little, LCD or digital light on the front, we try to make sure that they work and that the batteries are still good. We will still occasionally send these into Amazon, even if the batteries are bad. The 20Q requires just a AAA battery, so that one I'll send in if it's not working. But some of these require special like watch batteries, and a lot of people are just kind of intimidated by that and may not want to try and change it. So if it doesn't take something that's a normal standard battery like a AA or a AAA, we may not send this into Amazon if it's not working. This one I can't tell if it's working or not, so I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, but like I said, the 20Q I know are AAAs. So even if that's not working, I'd probably go ahead and send it in. And then if the customer is not happy, we can always give them a refund. And if they complain that it's not working, they'll send it back to Amazon anyways. All right, last item in my bin for today. This is a Dirt Devil HEPA filter. And again, it was in our merchant fulfilled box. And, oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. I'm pretty sure that we probably got it at like Salvation Army. I vaguely remember buying a couple of these actually. And I think we paid probably 49 cents a piece for them. This one is selling for $11.50 and the fees are $4.72. So we just say we paid $1 for it. So we'll just say we have $6 in cost. That means we're going to make about $6.50 in profit off this item. And I'm going to put my sticker on here. That's the last item of my Amazon order. I'm going to double check the stickers. I knew I printed an extra one of that, and I printed an extra one of that. So that's all of my labels. So I know I am done with my Amazon order. And I didn't total this up to see exactly what our profit was from this particular Amazon order, but that might be something I'll have to start doing in the future, is actually tallying up our actual purchase price and then what we're going to make off of that item approximately. Unfortunately, with these particular items, there was so many older items that it was hard for me to know what the prices were. A lot of them we had pulled the stickers off or the prices off long ago because they were inventory that we bought last year sometime. So, but at any rate, so that is our Amazon order. It was 27 items total. We did have a payout this week, which was not a great payout, but it was still a profit. We made about $60, but we also paid our $40 Amazon fees this week. So that's really not a terrible profit considering we just sent a box in last Friday and we really hadn't sold much in the past couple months. So we're just getting started. So if you're looking to get started on Amazon, then looking at what I'm making on here right now is actually not a bad, it would not be a bad comparison. We sent in 32 items last Friday over the holiday. We currently, I believe, let me just double check before I tell you this. Let me tell you what I actually have active on Amazon currently. And that'll give you an idea. We currently have 37 items on Amazon. And that does not include, that does not include our multiples. So we've already sold, it looks like we've already sold a few of our bicycle tubes that we were talking about the other day. It looks like, because currently I only have 25 available. So that means that people already have those in their carts. They're already looking at purchasing those. So that's exciting. One of the bike tubes is showing 0 available. So that means, again, it's either in somebody's cart, it's already been purchased. Let's see, what else do we have? One of our Filtrete filters is already in somebody's cart, and that was one of those finds at the Walmart clearance. We paid $6 for, and it sells for $35. So we're doing pretty good, and we'll be getting some more sold and shipped notifications, I'm sure, in the next couple days. It's doing really well. We're going into the weekend, so usually over the weekend, we usually do really, really well. Most of my items are set at the lowest price, and I can go down my Amazon listing and see all of my active listings, and I can see that probably 80% of our items are priced competitively. So they actually are the lowest item. And I can also see what the lowest current price is and see our price. So if it's not the lowest price, I can see that we're only 50 cents from the lowest price, which means there's maybe 1 or 2 people that are a little lower. Hi, Lucy. You say hi to YouTube? Yeah. I think Lucy has to go out. So we have already ran 41 minutes today on this video, and I didn't really intend to, but I just think it's important to show you what we're picking up to go to Amazon and what kind of price margins that we're looking at, or profit margins we're looking at, because I know when we got started, there just were not a lot of Amazon sellers out there who showed you what they were sending in, and we were just lost on where to start. And you're kind of backwards about going in and scanning it first, and reading what you're seeing on the app, and you just don't really know. So I know it's going to help somebody out there when they see what we're sending into Amazon. And again, this is probably not our best shipment that we've sent in, where we just are going to make an incredible profit on it, because we're not, but we're going to make a profit. So even if the prices drop 10% in the next few weeks before most of these items sell, it's fine. We're still going to make a profit because we got these items at such low prices anyways. So at any rate, I'm going to let you go today. I'm actually going to go out and do some more sourcing this afternoon and make a trip to Costco for groceries. So loads of fun. Enjoy your weekend with your families, and happy listing.